I believe it's going to help us greatly. It's going to help us greatly as we plan. So it's going to help us greatly as we plan for our site inspection that is happening on Thursday. Okay, so it's going to help us greatly as we plan for our site inspection that is happening on Thursday. So, and this is, we're going to be talking about site inspection. So because the site inspection that we are going is not just for you as a realtor, it's not just for me to be at that site inspection, but it's for every one of us to be at that site inspection. And if you have not registered for the site inspection, I want you to go and register for that site inspection right now. It's happening on Thursday, right? I know that some of us are 9 to 5. You have full-time job that you are doing. If you can take an excuse, you can just sacrifice that one day, okay, so that you can take out that time to come for this site inspection. Some of the things I'm going to be sharing with us are basically things that can help you, how you can use this site inspection that is upcoming, okay, to make more sales. I think okay, so we'll come back to all the comments shortly. So Mr. Taufik, thank you for your suggestion. We'll come back to all the comments shortly. So basically, so today I want to talk about how you can use site inspection to boost your sales, especially your upcoming site inspection. So why is site inspection very, very important? So that's one of the things that we want to really look at right now. So while marketing attracts, it is site inspection that will help you to close the deals. So it can be virtual, it can also be physical. So site inspection is not just going to the site yourself. Some of the videos that we do, video updates, site updates that we do, they are form of site inspection too. Because largely most of the people that buy from us are really not people within the country. They are not people that can go for site inspection. They can't travel all the way from London because they want to buy Imota Ikorodu, for instance, or they want to buy Obafemi Owode. You understand? In fact, not because even some people want to take a decision to even buy a property as magnificent as Orange Terraces. Okay, some people can decide to come, some people decide not to come, but the videos they see, the video you are going to be doing on site, the posting you are going to be doing on site, they are all forms of what? Of site inspection. So in the sales process, how many of us remember our sales process, from suspect to prospect, right? So you need to understand it. So it is site inspection is one of the critical elements, right? It's one of the critical elements that helps you convert your prospect to a paying customer. Because without site inspection, people don't see what they want to buy. I mean, we've shared this several times that when it comes to land and real estate, you can have land. I mean, okay, the land that Imota Ikorodu is there right now, but we are here in Bagada. Some of you are in your house. We are all in different locations, right? We are all in different locations. But the land is there. So even though in a way it is tangible, but it is immobile. In the real sense, you can see it, but you cannot what? You can't carry it, you can't pack it. And I always share this jokingly that if you ask your father or your great-grandfather, I'm very sure there's one land that belongs to them that you have a right on. But unfortunately, it's possible that the land is in Eyen Sokun in Ilorin, and you can't bring it to Lagos, and you need the land in Lagos. How many of us know Eyen Sokun in Ilorin? Or Okefia in Osogbo. It's possible it's there. Okay? Or maybe in Maraba in Nasarawa State. It's possible that it's there. Or in Imolu in Imo State. I'm just mentioning the villages that I've been to. Or Asa in Abia State. It's possible that it's there. There's a place called Alo in Port Harcourt too. It's possible that that's where your land is, but you are in Lagos now. You can't import or transport the land. No, you can't. So that's why we talk about location, but that's not really where we are going. But land is immobile. Land is immobile. You cannot move it. So very, very, very important. You can't move it. Okay. So in the sales process, site inspection is critical. And now let's go to our job description as realtors. And for those that probably are hearing this for the very first time, you need to know what your job description is. It's very simple. What's our job description? Site inspection is critical. Lead generation, lead management, site inspection, closing, okay, prospecting, recruiting. All these things are very, 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 very important. Just like somebody said just now in the chat room, Mr. Obafemi mentioned something in the chat room. He said that he mentioned his target, he mentioned what you want to achieve, and he mentioned what he's going to do to achieve it. Okay? Said he's going to increase it. So if there is a metric, for instance, now, he will have said, okay, currently I do 5 site inspection every month. But in the whole month of, from July, I want to increase it to 20. So what it automatically means is that you are taking more people to site. If you say you are increasing it to 20, you are taking what? More people to site. So the more people you take to site, the more what? The more sales that probably you will convert. Okay? So very important. So what are now the key benefits of or importance of site inspection? I want to encourage us to write or take notes of this session because it's very, very, very important. Number 1 is physical assessment of the property. Physical assessment of the property. You don't buy phone without assessing it. I'm using phone because most of us are holding our phone right now. Because, in fact, there are phones that are more expensive than Imota Ikorodu 1 plus 500 square meters in Imota Ikorodu. There are phones that are more expensive than that. But before you pay for that phone, if you, for instance, now you enter slot or you enter an Apple store, let me use Apple store because we have some people that are not, they don't know slot, they are not in Nigeria. You know, when you get to the phone you want to buy, before they bring out the brand new, there's always a test. There's always a, like this phone right now that is here. You check it, a demo phone, right? You check it, they will have plugged it, you can't steal it because if you remove the distance, it will make noise. They will plug it, you check it, you can snap yourself, you can say, and you know the way they do those phones, if you have ever experienced them before, especially with Samsung, they'll put the brightness on the highest. So when you snap with it, you'll be wondering that, and you know, in those stores too, the lightning is very powerful. So when you snap yourself like this, you'll not be wondering, èmi náà rèé Olúwa. You'll be wondering, ṣé na me be this? You understand? The picture will be so fine. You can't wait, you are salivating, you can't wait because you are physically assessing the phone. As you are touching the phone, the AC, the phone will be cold in your hand. If you have ever experienced such before you know what will happen, you will drop the phone. So what they have basically, you pay for the phone rather. What you have basically done is that you physically assess the phone, you can see what you are buying, you've tested it, they've even played on your emotion, right? They've played on your emotion, even from when they are designing the floor of the place. So that's like physically assessing the product of, physically assessing the physical product. So also it is important for site inspection, both for you as a realtor and also for your prospect. So as you are registering also, the same link you are using to register, you are supposed to send it to all your prospects. Mr. XYZ, I would love for you to be at this site inspection. If not for anything, they should come and meet Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. On Thursday, I know you're a very busy person, but just dedicate this Thursday to come and see the asset you want to pay for. Are we together? So physical assessment. So prospects can get physically walk on the land, check the topography of the land, check the you can even know that, oh, is this a dry land? And you know we are even in rainy season now. If for those of us that are in rainy season, you know you are in real estate, you know that in Lagos, the best time to check the status of a land is during rainy season. So as to know whether the land is a land or is a water. So that you know whether you are buying land or you are buying piece of water. If you are still with me and I'm making sense, just type 1. And if I'm not making sense, just type 5. It's possible I'm not making sense, so I'm putting all the caveats out. So in case I'm not making sense, you can just type 5. So please help me to be monitoring the number of 5. So number 2 thing is assessment of the location. Assessment of the location. You have physical, the assessment of the property, assessment of the location. Location is also very important. Proximity. How close is this place to development? We keep talking about arteries to city development. So does this location has all the ingredients that will make the land to be accessible? Very important. You need to see it yourself. So it's not that, and Mr. Clement will come now. He will be teaching us in real estate conversation. And Mr. Okpe will come now. He'll be saying that this place is clinical, is it? You too, you can do your timing. I know, for instance, now the multi-Ikorodu we are going to. Yesterday, our project team was still on the land in preparation for the site inspection. And so because that place is so central, you can pass through Agbowa to get to the place. You can pass through Shagamu to get to the place. You can pass through Imota also to get to the place. You can pass through, I can't remember the 4th place now, like about 4 different places linked to that same place. So yesterday, we've always been exploring 2. That's Imota and also Shagamu. So yesterday, one of the team members now said, why not we just pass through Agbowa? And then when they pass through the Agbowa, they realized that that's even shorter. Then I said, yes, I've passed through the Agbowa before, but for me, I just feel that the other places are more strategic. I say, no, the Agbowa is just the best and all of those things. So you can see that the reason why going to a site. So when you are talking to a customer, right, because you have visited the place, you have, I say, okay, if you are coming from Agbowa, it's about 10 minutes. If you are coming from Imota, it's about 15 minutes. If you are coming from Shagam, it's about 5 minutes. So you have all. And if you don't visit the place, we can come and give you those information, right? Especially for those of us that are not in Lagos, right? We can still come back and give you some of those information, but it is important for even in your presentation, even in your own presentation, because these are some of the things, right, that makes the difference. So number 3, the power of visualization. So number 1, I said physically assess the property. You check the topography of the land, you check the terrain of the land, you check all those things. So you are not just depending on what the brochure is saying. Then number 2, I'll talk about the location. So what are the proximity? What are the government's key selling point of that area? Because for us now, we can pick a selling point. Because you two went to the place, you pick another selling point. And automatically it has given you an edge when you are doing marketing. Then number 3 is the power of visualization. There is power when you have seen things. There is power. There is power. You know, it's another thing to see a fine house inside magazine. It's another thing to sleep in a fine house and wake up in a fine. It's not the same thing. I know that Alhaji Taufik has experienced that and he can testify. Alhaji, am I right? It's another thing to see in magazine what Doha, Qatar looks like. It's another thing to step the sole of your foot in Doha. You know that heaven is real. If you have never believed that heaven is real, when you go to some place, you know that heaven is real. I'm just joking, right? But power of visualization is very, very important when it comes to site inspection. Let people see. And that too can be achieved, you know, when people see it in video. But you know, when they see physically, it speaks volume a lot. Then number 4 is that it helps you to build trust and credibility. I won't mention name. You know, we have been hearing about a real estate company now. They say that it is a receipt they are selling, not land. And you know, sometimes, I know that some of us too probably will say, hey, that's what they do. See, please, what you don't know, don't join them in criticizing. Doing business in Nigeria is tough. Doing real estate business is tougher. That's just the truth. I'm currently going through a training now. I mean, ministers of industry, commissioners, mighty people, right? It's actually very, very powerful training. And somebody shared an experience yesterday. I just say, Kila, what did the real estate? Wow, eh? What if I'm just doing software engineer? I'm just doing software engineer. And if I've sold software to you, you can't say that Omonile came to collect the software from you. No, you can't come back and tell me now. No, it's a lot of challenge and all of those things. So please don't be too quick to judge and all of those things. So when you people let them go and see the land. Visualization. By the time you show them the land, somebody will just say, by the time they just give me this place like this, I'll build my 4-bedroom duplex. I'll build my, it helps people to picture. And you see, the power of visualization, very, very important. And when people see things, it builds, which is number 4, it helps you to build credibility and trust. People know that it's not just audio land, it's not just audio this. They can say, okay. And by the time you are now sending them updates, right? I was at Mowe this morning before I got to this place. And I was seeing development that was going on there. I was just like, wow. So this is Mowe. I said, this is Mowe. I was just so happy. And I'm very, very happy. And I'm just grateful to God. I thank you for helping us. How far you have taken this project. Because it's no beans to do a 60-acre project and you are delivering and you can see people working, no issues. It takes the grace of God and hard work. Right? So it helps you to build credibility. It helps you to build trust. By the time you have delivered on one, people have seen it. People can even keep buying and keep buying and keep buying. Okay? Then number 5, after, in fact, this number 5, I had to put it there. You see, most of the things I'm sharing, they are basically based on experiences. It's not as if there's one textbook or book or anything like that. Battery. So I believe you can hear me right now. It's the mic. So, like I said, most of what we are sharing right now are just basically based on experiences that we have gathered over 13 years of doing this right now. So, okay. So the power of visualization is to help you to build credibility and trust. And building credibility and trust, site inspection also helps you to upsell. I call it, it helps you, it gives you a network, it gives you a negotiation advantage. And that negotiation is in 2 ways. If, for instance, a prospect visits a place now, you can now say, and I'm already thinking of buying one plot. I don't know whether it has ever happened to anybody before. And I'll be saying, maybe I just do 1 acre. Okay, if I do 1 acre, will you people give me discount? So one thing that you've been able to do is that you know that this person wants to buy. So it's not a question of, is he going to buy or not? That's not the question now. It's not really about whether the person is buying or not. It's now the volume the person wants to buy. And for those that are smart, you say, don't worry. You are doing 1 acre. Why not do 2 acres so that I can talk to the company? From one plot, you have moved to why not do 2 acres so I can talk to the company if I can see some discounts. And you understand? So it gives you that opportunity to upsell and also network. Okay? Then number 6. Number 6 is helps you as even as a realtor to compare and contrast. I don't know whether you have ever written an exam before. They'll say, number 1, compare and contrast polygamous family and non-polygamous family. So basically, it helps you to compare in terms of advantage and what are the disadvantages of this site with all what other people are offering. To compare, okay, what's LifePage offering? What are the advantages? What are the selling points of this place? Beyond what LifePage has developed, you yourself need to develop yours. So it helps to do that greatly. Okay? So you'll be able to look at, okay, what are the other multiple, so that when you are talking, because in this age and time that we have, buyers have options. As I'm talking to, let me use Mr. Timothy as an example. I might be a realtor. Mr. Timothy is the buyer. I'm talking to him. There are other people that are talking to him. So eventually, when I sell to him and he buys from me, what happens? What if people don't lose shares with that? So that's why I always say, anytime you make a sale, other people have lost sale. So I think it's safe to say that it's his dog eats dog. I'm sure you understand. So if I go to Mr. Timothy for a presentation and I'm the 10th developer or realtor that is doing there must be something, and you know the funniest thing is that maybe my price is now the most expensive. So there must be something I must be able to tell him that gives an edge. That gives an edge. I'll say, I know they sell I know they buy that 1.5. I don't, if you know, and you know the funniest thing is this. I've been talking to someone, I think in fact the person came to this boardroom. He wanted to buy Nature's View, that's Richland City Ofada project, and they've carried the person to a lot of places. So they took him to our own place also, and he saw that people were working. I mean, site after site inspection. So he came to this office and he was like, hey, he was just talking about all the things that is not working, that is working at every other person's site and all of those things. He said, in my mind, I was now wondering that, okay, why are you now making me feel bad? You know, the person was more or less like, I said, but one thing is that I noticed that people are working on your site. I said, that's the one thing that will make you to buy. And I said, yes. I said, one thing, we have a policy. In fact, we even have a policy that even if you don't work, we will reallocate you. That's even the advantage with us. So as soon as we don't give you land like this, we hold your neck to go and work. Because if you have not worked on the land, possession, you remember now, 3 things: documentation, possession, occupation. Go and work on your land. That's what will give us peace of mind. That's what will give us peace of mind. He said, that's one thing I noticed that you people are. He was talking about price, was all I said, see, in 13 years, there are a lot we have seen. So these are the tools you will use. Okay, and you will need to what? To generate it by yourself. And some of them, you can even bring it to real estate conversation, ask questions, bring it to Realtors Forum, also use it to ask questions so that you can use to develop your own information. Then number 7, it equips you with first-hand knowledge. For instance, now, Dr. Olumide is going to be in this site inspection. You have the opportunity to ask him questions one-on-one. Right? Ask question. This so road, when are they going to do it? We'll be able to explain. First-hand knowledge. Nothing beats the opportunity to have. You are welcome, sirs. Please have your seat. Nothing beats that opportunity. So you'll be able to what? Ask first-hand knowledge. As we thought, it empowers you a lot. Then, you see, in the game of real estate, as it is right now, and we are going to be looking at that from 3rd week of this Thursday, knowledge is key. Knowledge is what? Is key. Is very, very important, because when everybody is selling the same thing you are selling, what will make you to stand out is when you are empowered. Is when you are empowered. Okay? Then number 8 is opportunity for you to create content. In the media space, there are 2 types of people. Whether it's social media, terrestrial media, on social media, on friendly media. There are 2 types of people. Those that consume the content and those that create the content. Nobody consume content and make money. It is the creator of content that make money. Have you ever seen when they give spectator money before? What they will give you is Messi is better than Ronaldo, and Ronaldo is better than Messi, and you keep debating it. And the more you debate it, the more Messi and Ronaldo are getting richer. In fact, in the media space, they even tell brands, go and be fighting each other. You understand? Yeah, Davido be fighting Burna Boy. Because if Davido and Burna Boy are not fighting, why will the spectator have something to say? They must have something to say. And the more they have something to say, when Burna, it's not now that the thing is happening, no. Barrister, Kollington, it has always been like that. It's a media strategy. And in the recent, they are not fighting each other. They are friends. They will see at the club at night. They will fight inside their music. So which content are you creating? A wise man said that Entonwo Kinwoyo. That is he who the washer cannot be the washer. So if you are the content creator, you are not the person that should be what? They must be watching you. That's basically what. So go to site that day. See, look at my own stand. Most of you have been seeing me posting 1 minute video. This is the creation. I'm creating it already. So this thing that you are seeing right now, I'm recording myself live on my phone. I'll send it to somebody. They'll help me to divide it into 1 minute. So as you are learning from other people, let somebody to be learning from you. That's how you become important in life. Yeah, especially in this age and time of content creation. So who is watching you? Help me to tap the person beside you. Who is? I don't know who. Those of us that are online, who are you going to tap like this? So the people online, oh yeah, the people online tap me. Or no, write it in the comment section. Who is watching me? Oh yeah, let me see if you are watching. Oh yeah, type in the comment section. Who is watching me? Oh, ta ló wò mí? Because somebody must be watching you. Be the newsmaker, not the news watcher. Mr. Taufik, thank you very much. Who is watching me? There must be my family. Mr. You are consoling yourself, Mr. Yunus Alariwaju. Somebody, my friends. Yes. They are watching you. Thank you very much. So it's usually, well, that's the truth. It starts from friends and family. Later, stranger will say, and it makes sense. So you understand? That's how it starts. So you are right. Friends and family. You know, do your first video. Let your friends and family watch it first. And believe me, you are not too old. There's a man I follow online. The man started content creation at the age of 75. 75. Most of people are already putting their house in order so that they can die. That's when he started content creation. That's when he started content creation. And he talks about a lot of things. And you know, because the man is 75, his perspective is uncomparable. There's no point he wants to talk about that he does not have one thing that has happened. You know, when you have done 75 years, you have plenty of experiences. So, and I just, every time I share experience, I said, this is the same experience that is making people to think, and they're having high blood pressure. I don't know whether you understand. You know, when you are thinking, it's the experience you are thinking about, will you hear me? Instead of you not thinking it, carry camera, talk about your Ilyaye in the video, and post it. Some people will be paying you and watching it. So come to the site. So carry your phone. Don't wait for LivePay to be shooting you video. No. Carry your phone. Do your own content. So we are planning an area. It will be massive. So 5 people can be doing content at the same time. Tell your own story. Buy mic. I don't carry my mic here. Carry mic. Pin your mic to your chest. Sell your story. Talk. Don't wait for her. It's time to shoot video with Dr. Olubinema. Don't wait for that time. Do your own selfie. Call somebody, help me do video. Video me. I met with one of our, on Thursday, or somewhere, I met with one of our partners. The person joined us, about on this. He said, so your office have left Yaya Abadan. He said, I'm surprised that your office have left Yaya Abadan. I was just looking at the message. So very, very important. So on that day, you have the opportunity to do video. And if your customers are around, do video with them too. What do you think of this place? Very, very important. So I welcome Mr. Rodney. Welcome to Live Page. No. This is Lagos now. Traffic, everything join together. You understand? Have your seat. Okay, I'm trying to set you. So we're having more people joining us live in the office. Okay. So next is identify your own unique selling points, which I've already mentioned, which is number 9. Then number 10, network with others. Because of our time, I'm going to be stopping. Okay, I can round up. I'll round up everything because there's really no time again. So network with others. Network with others. Meet with somebody. Talk to people. How are they doing it? What are you people doing? No, this one that you are selling. Meet with people. How many have you sold? I said I've sold 5. What are you doing? Is it like you are putting something in your mouth early in the morning? What are you doing? Is it prayer and fasting? Is that the code? What are you doing? Are you going out more? What are you doing? So that people can share some of their strategies. And please be magnanimous to share strategy. Be what? Be magnanimous to share strategy. If all of us are doing the same thing, the outcome will be different. Nobody will know that we are copying from the same playbook. Hello. Be magnanimous. Share strategy. Network with people. Then number 11. And you see this number 11 is one of the most important things when it comes to site expansion. I call it the large group effect. Some people say the fear of missing out. The large group effect, please let me have our attention. Online people, let me have our attention. The large group effect, what it triggers is the fear of missing out. You can't hear me, Ke? Please, if you can hear me, type 1. Number 11, I'm on number 11 now. So, thank you very much. So, number 11 is the large group effect. The large group effect triggers the fear of missing out. I don't know whether you have ever been somewhere before. And I'm going to offend some people now. Because I'm going to use church as an example. Because that's the thing that I'm very close to. There have been times whereby you'll be in large gathering. And they'll say, if you want to do something, raise up your hand. And in your mind, you can't do it. But because everybody is raising up their hand, so that they will not think. You understand? It's the large group effect. There have been situations too, people will go to sites. They will not say, maybe somebody said, me too, I'll buy 1 acre. In their mind, they are just say, I beg, this place is too far. Because they heard that somebody said you'll buy 1 acre. You know, there's always this thinking in our head that all of us cannot be wrong now. You understand? All of us cannot come. These people carry 10 buses to sites. No, that's 300 people. All these 300 people cannot be wrong. Even though you have some reservation in your mind. So it's the power of I'm just giving different examples. It's the power of the large group effect. It works. In fact, some people fall down under the anointing because they see some other people falling. And nothing is dropping on them. But they do not look like, sorry, they will like Jehovah. They will fall down. You understand? We see it everywhere. Multitude. Some people call it the bandwagon effect. Some people call it the viral effect. As soon as you see that other people are doing something, some people just want to jump on that bandwagon. So it works a lot. That's why this site inspection that we want to do, you don't want your customers to miss it. You yourself don't want to miss it. Also, the same thing happens when it comes to realtors and real estate conversation. One to many is more effective than sometimes one-on-one. Because even in large group, it has happened before that somebody will just ask a question. You know, some people are very shy to ask questions. They will never raise up their hand in public place. Never. But somebody will just ask a question, and that question will be the answer to their own question. And please, realtor, note this. Maybe you have been having one-on-one with your prospect, and your prospect is in a gathering. And there's a particular question that he has been asking you. You think you have not even given him the right answer. Ask that question if he is not asking the question. Or you can repackage it so that you don't look like he's reporting. You are reporting. Ask the question. The large group effect is very, very important. So number 12, one of the things the site inspection does for you is that it eliminates assumptions and guesswork. And that's where I'm going to be dropping the curtain today. It eliminates assumptions and guesswork. It eliminates assumptions and guesswork. It will not be that actually I thought no. Ask all your questions. Clarify all the clarification. One of the presentations we are going to be doing using that day is going to be the FAQ form. You will read it. Yeah. You can even record me. Some people used to record me. So, this is what you said on site too. This is what you must do. Eliminate assumptions or guesswork. So I think with these few points of mine, you can now go to the link and you go and register right now. So those of us that have not registered.